Bienvenidos plumitas mías a una nueva aventura, esta vez en Stray Gods. Después de haber ido a la guarida de Medusa, volvimos a contarles sobre Medusa a Perséfone. Y como ya no tenemos más opciones, no sé si preguntarle, tampoco es que moleste. Voy a hablar con Perséfone antes de ir al departamento de Grace. ¿Cuál está la opción de pasar la noche con Perséfone en su despacho? Pero me va a decir, no tengo más preguntas. Hola, cariño.
Something specific on your mind?
No, not really.
Pues sí, vale. Por si acaso no me salía. Porque si no, ¿por qué me salía la opción? Vale. Igual es porque aunque se te hayan acabado las opciones, siempre querrán que tenga, bueno, esa opción de por si no las has hecho todas. Pero bueno, así que nos vamos a nuestro departamento donde vivimos con Freddy Mercurio. Freddy Mercurio, no, Freddy y Mercurio. Ah, bueno, pues sí, aquí está Mercurio. Adivinado, ni pensado.
That's my name. Where's Freddy?
Secuestrada.
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
Pero ahora que lo pienso, voy a parar un segundo. Eso iba a preguntar. ¿Conoces a Freddy? En plan, o sea, vale que nosotros hayamos sido la excepción y tengamos una amiga mortal y haya excepciones en el mundo mortal que no sean un peligro, porque Freddy puede contar las cosas, pero le tratarían como una loca de que los dioses griegos existen. Es por eso que la tratan inocentemente, en plan, les da igual. Pero no sé, en plan, eso de... ¿Qué es eso de que conoce a Freddy?
What, you and Freddy are
¿Van ahora
friends
son
now?
besties?
When did this happen?
And I came looking for you. Freddy has this movie that I've never seen. Super cool, right?
Uh-huh.
Sí, pero en plan, una cosa soy yo y otra cosa es que los otros dioses... Eso.
Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
¿Tengo otra opción?
Do I have a choice about seeing Athena? I'm not in the habit of being at anyone's beck and call.
I mean, I guess
¿Y esta vez me podrá dar galletitas?
Athena wants something.
Esta vez me podrá dar galletitas.
She had that look in her eyes, like she really wants to talk to you.
Well, she can always come here. Everyone else does.
Le pica el culo y quiere que se lo rasque antes de que me muera, ¿no? Algo quiere de mí.
Can you imagine?
So this is what you do? Ferry people around?
I'm the god of messengers, baby. Travelers, doorways, any kind of transition, really. The old Hermes said that the transition part made even more sense for me, which, you know, extra cool, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Porque de ahí
I can connect any two doorways
Hermes,
anywhere.
en este caso, este Hermes no es no binario, creo que sí es un personaje transexual. O es no binario, no lo sé. No importa, es un dios, ¿eh? Vamos a conocerlo un poquillo. Aunque el día de hoy vamos a tener un nivel en concreto antes de toda la locura, pero bueno.
It wasn't a great time, and he took me in. Everyone's on the same journey, he used to say. Only the roads are different. And then he went on his journey. Man, I still miss him every day.
Wait, isn't he still inside you? Aren't you kind of the same person now?
Sí, pero ya no es distinta, es distinta la relación, no sé.
Maybe I'll feel him again one day. That'd be nice.
Plan, como que fueron amantes durante ese tiempo y es como ese romance se fue.
You say it's easy, but do you like doing all these errands?
Huh.
Puede cansar.
I never thought about it. It's nice to have a purpose. Athena is super sweet, and she has a big, important job. Why wouldn't I want to help her out?
You can't be this nice. Are you for real?
Oh, well, the old Hermes used to say that
Al menos creo que este Hermes no es tan narcisista como el de Dislight. Que no conozco mucho, pero es más como llamativo, más orgulloso, no sé.
She doesn't have to, I guess. Everyone brings her everything she needs. And that creepy owl of hers? Apollo says it's her eyes out in the world. It's everywhere.
Wow.
Watching.
So what, she just never leaves the building?
She'll go to the reliquary and places like that.
Nah, pero bueno, esos son lugares... Eso,
she wears
claro.
a toga and calls cars iron horses.
Vive desfasada. Era como la vieja al visillo, ¿no? Se divierte a su manera como chismosa entre los demás inmortales. Lo tuyo, a tu magia extraña,
when
a
you
tu
see
vudú.
Freddy, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie. And mind if I say something?
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When, you know, you got it together really quick.
Bueno, me va la vida en ello, amigo.
Thanks, I guess.
¡Ah! ¡Oh! ¿Podemos escoger un segundo atributo? Podemos ser la Punk ahora, ¿ves? No tener miedo de ser atrevidas. O inteligencia, ¿no? Mañosa, inteligente, astuta. Estoy por mezclar, ¿eh? Astuta como... Segunda encantadora, ¿eh? Aunque los momentos de imparable han podido quedar muy bien en las canciones. Pero vamos a ser astutas.
There you are, Grace. Do have a seat.
Me queda un día, Atenea. No juegas conmigo.
I prefer to stand, thanks.
As you like. You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
Oh, lo siento. Nadie me lo dijo.
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized it's off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
Cierto, ahí tienes un punto, Atena.
But you know what happened there. That's where Calíope was attacked.
Yet it's not where she died, Grace, is it?
So, because she made it all the way to my apartment, we shouldn't care why she was bleeding to death along the way.
Es cierto, esto es una investigación. Muy seria.
You think our judgment was rash? It was. In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end.
Wow, esas estatuas, qué bella.
You may not believe it, but I care deeply. I care about what happens
Lo
to you
comprendo,
and
pero...
to all the idols.
Pero te has hecho la mala de la historia. ¿También te importa Medusa? ¿Y a dónde lo llevo eso? Aprovechemos las opciones. Aunque tengo curiosidad por lo de Medusa. Pero no nos va a hablar nada porque eso fue de hace mucho tiempo.
You're holding on with a grip so tight, your knuckles are turning white. But that's not enough, is it? Every idol I've met is either lost or broken, or both. They're all slipping through your fingers. If you actually cared about them, you'd do something about it instead of sitting up here worrying about your precious rules.
Zeus was the first to leave.
Zeus.
King of the gods. And we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether. Poseidon was next. Walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered, and by one of our own, The list goes on.
So you add to it. I show up and you kill me off because you can't be too careful.
We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean, our immortality is disappearing.
Ya, es hora de los nuevos dioses, por desgracia. Como American Gods. Mismo concepto.
We are a legacy that spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to
Pero lo
avoid
mejor es
that
contar
fate.
con cuantos más inmortales mejor, ¿no? Cuantos más ídolos más.
It's too bad. I've been an idol for 5 minutes, and I've been out there solving problems you've all wrestled with for how long now?
Es cierto que con el poder de la música, pero hemos resuelto problemas.
But you don't see that, do you? You're so busy holding on to what you have. You can't see what you're throwing away.
I know we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is. If you have any other questions or concerns, now's the time to bring them up.
All right, let's
Venga,
talk about
aprovechemos y
Medusa.
todos.
Met her, have you?
I just have to know why. Of all the people you could have working for you, why her?
We could have left her behind. I elected to bring her because, in the end, she is my responsibility. But Medusa didn't want charity. She volunteered to work in my service. It's trying at times. Now, if there isn't anything else...
What do you know of Pan?
Pan?
Con
That's not a name I
chorizo.
expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
Okay, so you don't like Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
We've all killed, my dear. I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
Another idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
Sort of, but I feel like I'm missing something important. Maybe the goddess of wisdom could help me out?
It would be helpful to know what Calíope was doing at the reliquary, but she's not available to ask. Not until you regain her memories, at least.
Ooh.
Why not put off the trial until then? Seems like a good way to solve all this. Yeah?
And trust what you decide to share? I think not.
Who has access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Does it
Se nota
matter?
que está
You
cerca
gained
del
access,
final,
so
¿eh?
clearly it
Las
is not
luces
difficult to
rojas.
get. Speaking of which,
El
I
miedo
don't
en las
suppose
sombras.
you'll tell me who gave you that key.
La noche. Ya parece más una novela de vampiro la mascarada que esto.
The same person gave it to me, who gave it to Calíope.
And who gave it to Calíope then? I see.
Speaking of the reliquary...
Le sacamos los trapos sucios a la diosa madre.
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calíope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calíope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal.
Oh.
One she knew. Perhaps the incidents are connected, perhaps not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
Bueno, gracias por el no té y las no galletas,
I guess I'll get back to my
Atenea y
investigation.
Buito.
I am rooting for you, Grace. If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
Will you? Really?
Good luck. Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
Envenenadas por si acaso. Adiós. No creo, incluso me picaría el búho si lo intentara, aunque me ofrecieras, ¿no?
Don't take it
¡Ey! En
personally,
el bar con
Grace.
Percy.
Athena's first instinct is to follow the rules whenever
Ah,
things
la hemos
get rough.
invitado, ¿no?
As if she
Porque es
believes
nuestra
that if the
amante
idols don't
actualmente.
blindly follow every rule to the letter, will dissolve into utter
Weird.
chaos.
Weirdo.
Is she right?
Probably.
Bueno, que noche más romántica, ¿no?
Do you think she's telling the truth about the idols dying out?
I'm not sure.
O mueren
If it
o
is
se van a
true, why
otra
hasn't she told the
dimensión,
rest
a
of the
una de
chorus?
dioses donde
It sounds
deberían
like she
estar,
doesn't
¿no?
trust you.
Well, the feeling
Ya
is
la era de la
mutual.
humanidad y de
At
las
any
máquinas
rate, I'm afraid
no de
we're
los
going to have to
dioses
disappoint her
y la
again.
mitología.
Uh-oh. What now?
You need to go back to the reliquary, Grace.
Creo que sé por qué.
You know, Athena said something to me. That it'd be nice to know what Calíope was doing there in the first place.
And she's correct.
It's the only piece of the puzzle we're missing. Calíope went there because she had a plan. But what plan?
If she left clues behind, wouldn't Hecate have found them already?
That's a really good question.
We can't ask Calíope what her plan was. But you might be able to remember what she was doing there.
Her memories? But I thought...
That it will take years, yes. But if you go somewhere important to Calíope, or touch something
¿Y no hay
special
una
to
forma
her,
de ir al inframundo a preguntarle al
flashes,
fantasma de Calíope si
feelings.
existe?
Do you want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have déjà vu?
I'm willing to wager the place Calíope met her fate has left its mark in Grace's psyche. We have
Wow.
only to uncover it.
Last time Freddie and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
I'm certainly not suggesting we ask Athena for permission.
Oh.
Then you mean...
A week ago, I would have said breaking into the reliquary was impossible. Yet it appears Hecate can be surprised. If her book says she will be.
Let's hope the book says that again, I guess.
Unless you've some other plan.
Freddy,
I'm all
entre
ears,
dientes.
as they say.
What about the alarms? I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms. At least at first.
I'll be following in Calliope's
Que Freddy,
footsteps,
qué
won't I?
graciosa es.
What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then they discover you, and we apologize profusely.
Will not be a good look, though, just saying.
¿Crees que funcionará?
Are you sure about this? You want me to wander around hoping something comes to me?
I do know something about how memories work after the transition, but no, I'm not certain.
Oh.
You want certainty? Wait until your trial. Without discovering more, the outcome of that is certain.
What if Medusa is lying? What about Pan? We could look into him some more, couldn't we?
Oh, my, you're just full of ideas, aren't you? Do you have any suggestions regarding how we might go about doing that?
Deja vu it is.
Let's say I do this. What am I hoping to find?
Some memory of who attacked Calíope, or why she was there. Anything we could work with. I've spoken to almost all the idols, and every single one says they hadn't seen or heard from her. If she was keeping to herself, then why now? What started this? We're missing something important, Grace.
What if Grace goes there and the memory she sees is that she attacked Calíope?
Oh.
A Grace from the future.
Bueno, puede que me
It'd
dure
be a twist.
Me dura al final. Bueno, igual voy a intentar hacerlo en un capítulo, ¿eh?
Is there really no
Voy a
other
intentar
way?
jugarlo en un capítulo
This seems a
para
bit desperate.
que el siguiente sea
That's
el capítulo
because we
final.
are desperate, Grace. Either we take this shot at learning the truth,
Pero espero que no
or
sea.
we overthrow Athena
Espero que
and
no sea
Chorus by
muy largo el
force,
capítulo.
and disregard this
Porque
stupid
si no
trial.
tendría que hacerlo en 2 actos más.
She's joking, right? She's joking, right?
No. Hagámoslo.
Right then. Back to the reliquary it is.
Any idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Sería importante que esta vez no te
I'm sure we
arriesgaras,
can
pero
figure something out.
ya te has metido con Medusa. Puede que seas capaz. ¡Cariño!
I can't go in with you. Hecate would sense me right
Oh.
away. I will, however, stay close by.
Besito.
If anything happens, I'll come. Hecate won't stop me. The Minotaur won't stop me. Nothing.
Vale, pero no mates a nadie, por favor. Eres un...
That's great to know, but
Seamos amables, es
I'll
nuestro
try not to make it
romance.
necessary.
Somos cariñosos con ella.
Ugh, can we just get on with this already?
Bueno, va bien el final con Perséfone. La fastidiamos en la canción, pero aún así nos seguimos gustando, al menos. Freddy y distrae... No, no creo que eso funcione. Decirle la verdad... escabullirse por la puerta de atrás. Asterión... Bueno, Asterión, confiamos. Es que por mi naturaleza honesta le diría la verdad a Hecate, pero... No quiero arriesgarme a que en sus libros no esté escrito que nos tenemos que colar. Asterión es la mejor opción. La puerta de atrás.
Are you sure this is right? Was that the right
Lo
door?
siento,
You're asking me like
lo
I'm supposed
siento,
to know?
amiga, pero hay que hacerlo
Just
por el
feels
bien de
like we're back
todos.
outside again. Maybe that was some kind of portal or...
Wow, es más grande que la biblioteca de Hogwarts.
Right where we're supposed to be.
Increíble. Wow.
This place, it's amazing. Is this all inside the tower?
Sí, bueno, cariño, es el poder de los dioses. Es una dimensión bolsillo. ¿Cómo se llama?
Probably created by the goddess of
¿Cómo se
witchcraft.
dice?
How do we avoid getting lost? It's like a labyrinth.
Oh, it is a
labyrinth.
labyrinth, but I've never had any trouble finding my way around.
Asterión.
Hey, easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, no need to freak out. I'm a guardian, sure, but I'm not a monster.
Ya, si no es
But,
por ti, es
yeah,
por
you know you're not supposed to be
Hecate.
in here, right?
Lo sé, cariño. Te ruego que me dejes pasar.
I need this, Asterion. I have to figure out what Calíope did here. Please, can't you just let us look around?
Recuerda el favor que te
It's
hicimos.
just- Kate would be so mad.
She knows you're the sweetest, most
Oh.
thoughtful bullman there is. She'd understand.
Chantaje
I
emocional.
want to, but
I'd really appreciate it.
I need to bring you back to Kate. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
No. Hey, come back. Oi, come back.
esto ya es peligroso, yo creo, Creo que solo Asterion sabe el camino.
Okay. I don't hear anything. I think I'm all right. I hope Freddy's okay. She better be. First
Creo
things
que
first,
el
how do I
carisma,
do this?
la tirada de
How do I
carisma ha
even
fallado.
start?
Lo que importa es que Freddy esté bien. Como
Calíope
Freddy se
must
muere
have been
aquí,
here.
no puede morir, no
She
puede
could've stood
morir
in this
Freddy.
very
No
spot.
puede
Maybe if I
morir.
just focus.
¡Wow! Bueno, sí, puede que hoy sea un capítulo largo, No quiero extender mucho más Stray Gods porque tampoco hay tanto más allá de la siguiente parte, que sería ya para mí el epílogo.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I
Además aquí
definitely
igual
been
no
here
va a haber
before.
canción, así que seguimos un poco más. Aunque se nos pase a 1 hora. Oh, un huevo. ¡Ah! No. No, no.
I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it
No
when
me
I see it?
suena. No me suena este mito, la verdad. Instrumento. ¡Ah! Como el jamelín.
Is that a
No lo sé.
weapon?
Un arma.
A musical instrument? Maybe it's both.
El eco. Bueno, algunos enemigos en Elden Ring lo usan como arma. Esto sí, esto es una de las máscaras. No es mortuario, es una máscara de teatro griego. Pero tendrá que ver con un mito a lo mejor.
What did Freddy say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right?
En principio es que siempre vayas por el camino de la izquierda, pero bueno. El tridente, este sí que será el tridente de Poseidón, ¿no?
Is this an armory?
Poseidon.
too?
No, hija, es un tridente de Cíclope. La manzana, esta sí que sé que es la manzana de Eris, las manzanas de la discordia. Me encanta jugarla en Smite.
Freddy, are you out there?
Y las skins son preciosas.
Can you hear me?
Ah, pero no
What am I
comenta
doing?
nada de los
All that'll do is
objetos.
tell everyone where I am.
Sí, exterior. La rama, pues una rama de olivo de la paz. Igual tiene que ver, no sé.
They should really charge for tours. It's kind of amazing.
Demeter, puede ser Demeter. El pergamino, pues Hermes a lo mejor. ¡Ah! Ícaro. ¡Ah! Este es el pergamino de Dédalo. Las alas de Ícaro se ven ahí con sus diagramas. ¡Qué chulada!
I don't even know what language that is.
Como no piensas al menos que es griego o latín. Una estatua muy bella. ¿De Afrodita? No, porque Afrodita ya está viva. Estos son
Isn't that
recuerdos de
in a
otros
museum
dioses.
somewhere?
Era una diosa, no sé, un dios. Narciso. Es un espejo. Lo que queda. Un espejo de profecías.
This is it. Calíope was here. She was standing right here. And she... Uh-oh. Hello. Do you work for Hecate?
Son las
Are
brujas
you
supremas.
guardians or something?
Son las brujas ancestras. Son las Trix. Y yo soy Bloom. Oh. Son las...
Okay then.
Me imagino que puedan ser las furias, ¿no? Las castigadoras de los dioses. Viste muy guay, ¿eh? Esta es la moda que yo quiero vestir. Oh, tiene un cuchillo. Oh, esto es peligroso. No me obligues a tomar izquierda o derecha.
What's happening? Why didn't
No
it
me,
work?
no me obligues a tomar un camino, por favor. No. Oh, bueno, a la izquierda. Creo que como no me salve Hecate o Asterión. Este es el sombrero de Freddy.
Grace?
No. ¡Vámonos de aquí! ¡No!
Freddy! We gotta run. My
No.
powers don't work on them. They just keep coming.
No le funcionan los poderes de los dioses. Hay que llamar a Kratos. ¡Freddy! Que mira, que ahora somos los dos mortales sin mis poderes. ¡No!
No, I won't let you.
¡No!
Freddy!
No sé si hay forma de evitar que Freddy muera, pero... Creo que esto ya lo llega a ver. No sé si se puede evitar. Solo quieren una víctima. No, pero ¿no venían a por mí? ¡No mires! ¡Vete a por Freddy! ¡Dale calor antes de que se muera! Bueno, mientras se muere, que duerma bien en tus brazos.
Oh God, Freddy.
Guau, si queréis hago otras playthrough de romance con Pan.
You summoned the Furies.
Ah, las furias.
Those beings were the Furies, beyond all our laws.
El castigo de los
Not
dioses,
idols,
sí.
but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here? I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it. There is only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the fates.
Oh.
Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon
Nyx,
me.
la diosa de la noche.
Not unless the fates themselves decreed it. Who are the fates? Who are the Furies? I didn't do anything! I didn't touch anything!
No podemos hacer nada.
Defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been
Pero ¿por qué
exacted.
castigar a un mortal? Bueno, vale.
But now is when you
El
leave.
mortal se ha metido en el mundo de los dioses. Es suficiente castigo, pero el castigo no era para mí.
Persephone, we can't just...
Eres la reina de los muertos, Persephone. Haz algo con tus granadas.
She made her choice, Grace.
No! It's not right!
Come. There's nothing more to be done.
No. No. Bueno, vamos a continuar porque solo son 30 minutos. Hemos a lo largo del de la laguna de la laguna Styx. Virgen.
I'm sorry it came to
Primera
this,
noche
Grace.
sin Freddy en nuestra
It's
cama.
clear what your
Digo,
friend meant to you.
en nuestra casa.
It should have been me, not her.
Don't say that.
El
This was
castigo no
my
era para
fight,
mí.
my problem. I'm already slated to die if anyone paid the price.
Your friend gave you the chance to not repeat history. Don't waste it. Grace, is that how Calíope died? Was she also attacked by the Furies? Do you remember?
Yeah. She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before.
Quería saber quién estaba detrás de todo este crimen, ¿no? De
No doubt
ídolos
sent by the
muertos.
same person. Perhaps for the same reason.
Who could send the Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
No one does, not these days. Hecate herself would have been my guess. Zeus might have, in his role as king of old Olympus, but he is long gone.
Ah, no está muerto,
Really,
desapareció.
someone can do it.
Me lo imagino a
Unless they
Zeus
learned
viviendo como
something.
un barbudo
They could have been
entre
responding
las
to something
montañas,
you did unwittingly, something
comiendo
Calíope
carne de
also did.
jabalí
And what that could be?
y cortando
Afraid I
leña.
have no clue.
Como el romano inmortal de Secret War Legends.
If the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddy and left.
They're not assassins, Grace. They exist to punish. They demanded blood, and blood was taken. It didn't need to be yours.
So if Freddy hadn't interfered,
No podría
They
haberme
wouldn't have
cortado la
rested,
mano y ya está.
Not ever, until they had their due.
Bueno, con sangre se refiere a una vida, más bien un alma.
I know Calíope was there to use the mirror, but it was just feeling. I
Sensation.
still don't understand why.
There's only one use for that mirror, to speak to the fates.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The fates know all that is or will be. Destiny is theirs to command. Or so it's said.
Y Hécate lo distribuye,
One
¿no?
contacts them either to know one's fate
Ellas lo
or to
deciden
change it. Not that the fates are likely to oblige.
y Hécate lo dicta, por así decirlo. Lo vigila. Es la diosa del destino, pero no hace el destino.
What are the Furies? They didn't seem like people.
Parecían maniquíes del Corte Inglés.
Forces of nature, but an aspect mortals rarely encounter. They're older than any idol. They were created to enforce the ancient laws.
There are ancient laws now?
Well, there were. Laws even the idols had to obey from the earliest days of old Olympus. Even if they still existed and you'd broken one, we would all know. These are not petty crimes one stumbles into.
Can these fates really control the future?
They control the fate of all beings. I imagine it's they who give Apollo his powers, and they who write Hecate's books.
So someone really didn't want Calíope messing with them.
Or you, it seems.
Could it have been the fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
They're not known to be vindictive.
Como
If they don't
viejas
want to answer, they
chismosas
simply
retiradas del
won't.
trabajo.
I don't know what to do. We still have no idea why.
Y ya es mi último día de vida hasta el juicio.
Well,
No sé, a la hora que me
there isn't a way to
apetezca
ask him.
Atenea.
I wondered how long that would take.
¡Oh, oh!
Hecate is enraged. She's threatened to close off the reliquary entirely and forever. Athena is beside herself.
How long have you been standing there?
Long enough.
Como un pervertido
You
en mi
just had to
habitación.
keep pushing, didn't you? Until you got what you wanted.
¿El qué?
This isn't about me. We're out of options.
¿Romance
Apollo,
con
and
Calíope?
You know there's only one other way to contact the fates.
Oh, how convenient.
Oh, no, oh, no, 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 no. Me está diciendo que... ¿Qué otra manera?
What's this about some other way? What are you talking about, Persephone?
May I explain
Persephone,
it to
por
Grace, or
favor.
do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
Oh, conquistar el Hades. Creo que si siguiéramos el camino de Apolo, le convenceríamos para que usara las profecías sobre nosotros y tal vez podría haber una oportunidad de salvar a Freddy. O no, no lo sé.
Is Apollo right? Is this something you planned all along, Persephone?
Meaning what? What, that I knew what would occur at the reliquary? Perhaps you think I'm the one who unleashed the Furies upon you.
You've waited for this opportunity for over a century.
Waited, yes. Bided my time. And the moment has arrived.
But that's not why you originally agreed to help me?
No, that's not why.
Porque te has enamorado de mí, Cari.
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed
ver,
long
no.
ago. Which leaves only Hermes.
Hermes puede ir a
They won't
limpiarlo.
take you.
They might,
Bueno,
if you
inframundo,
ask
pero-
them to. Then why did you come,
Ya sabes que son
Apollo,
distintas
to
dimensiones
gloat,
de dolor.
to wish Grace well,
Las del
or
cristiano
to
y el
actually
griego.
help? Get us there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the fates. It's simple.
Is that something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead and...
Bueno, que los muertos se dejen conquistar también será otra
Truth
cosa,
be
¿no?
told,
Aunque
there
somos
isn't much
dioses,
to
pero...
overthrow. Few mortals still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
So how
De
do
los más
you...
fanáticos de
The throne
cultistas.
itself is
Me
the key,
imagino.
both symbolically and literally. Claim it, and Hades is yours.
But you can't claim it because you're barred from Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
¿Cuál?
So if we go to Hades and find your throne, how much trouble would that get us into exactly?
A great deal.
Wow.
It's not as if Athena could execute Grace a second time.
But she's already been warned about breaking more rules.
The responsibility of this will be mine. Let Athena try to take my throne again.
Oh, pelea de reinonas. Ah, adelante. No hay otra manera, no.
Grace.
Que aceptar mi muerte, si no.
I know, but there's no point in stopping now, is there?
I can't. I'm sorry, but this is a step too far.
And consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies. According to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
Porque ella cree. Porque ella cree en la existencia de los dioses y el
Hades was
Hades.
empty.
Your friend may, in fact, be the first new soul
Wow,
to enter
eso es
its
un
halls
privilegio,
in many years.
And thus could leave it. Fine. I'll get you into Hades,
Oh.
but I'm not going with you.
Es porque esa tea cree solo en los dioses
means.
griegos. No en
It's
Diosito.
fine, Hermes.
¿Es por
Get this
eso?
over with.
Hermes. Fly higher.
Shall I wait
Siempre le está
here,
dando a la
or-
monster esa
No.
verde, ¿eh?
I'm not gonna
Bueno,
lie
es
to them.
Sprit. Es como un
Hermes
poco
has
niño, ¿no?
always
Digamos que es
treated me
Sprit,
fairly.
no es alcohol.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm
¿De
afraid
qué
I
estás
have to call in
nervioso,
that favor.
muchache?
I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know. Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
Ya nos da
This is
igual.
pointless.
Somos
You're never
dioses.
gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything.
Siento que
You want me to
estamos
get in
gritando
huge
mucho una
trouble, but
conversación
for what?
importante porque escucho vuestros ecos retumbando entre los edificios de la ciudad. ¡Es el bueno Freddy!
Freddy's dead.
¿Le vamos a cantar?
Hermes.
What?
Oh,
When did that
chantaje
happen?
emocional.
She was killed by the Furies. That means she's in Hades. Probably. I have to
Lo
try to find
espero.
her there. You're her friend too.
Eso
I know you
esperamos
wouldn't want to abandon her.
todos el día de hoy.
Okay.
¡Wow! ¿Y
Signal
eso?
when you need to come back.
You sure?
Bueno, es como el dios de los
feels like
portales
the right
también,
thing.
pero...
Be careful, Grace. And remember, the underworld doesn't give up its shades without a price.
Mientras que
I
no
think I can
tengamos
tell
que
her the
no mirar
rules,
atrás,
Apollo.
como Orfeo y
Let's go.
Eurídice. ¡Wow! El inframundo. Oh, es un yermo
Welcome
de
to the
rock.
real underworld.
Sí, mucho como las películas y el God of War y todo lo que conocemos del
Wow.
Dante Inferno. Me mola todo verde.
It feels
Como
so
al inframundo de
empty.
Fortnite.
So lonely.
Que es una pena, ahora
It's
está de
not
rojo y no me
completely
gusta.
empty.
Queda como el infierno
Neither is the
satánico,
throne,
no
for that
el
matter.
griego.
A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile. I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
Orfeo. Pero también, por ejemplo, en Percy Jackson el infierno también es como un poco satánico, anaranjado, muy demoníaco y demás. No es clásico. La verdad es que cuando le demos la concepción de que el inframundo tiene que ser de color azul y verde, como por el color de las almas o la esencia vital. Oh, ¿quién es Orfeo?
Who is this Orpheus?
Ese hermoso nombre.
The name sounds familiar.
Que también tiene un
It
DLC
should.
que jugaremos en
This is a
Halloween.
popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left with nothing. Hades tricked him, you see, and with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours.
He is not a fan. No.
De las risas.
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Ah,
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol.
vaya.
He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what are
Sí,
we supposed
bueno,
to do?
un
Organize
antiguo
an armed
héroe
resistance? Challenge him to a
que
duel?
perdió todo su
That's what you're
esplendor,
here
¿no?
for.
I'm gonna fight him?
¡Wow!
Oh, you'll see.
No creo que sea un duelo de cuchillo a muerte, ¿eh? Parece interesante. No podemos decir eso.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Come. It's time to cross the Styx.
Qué viaje más silencioso. Bueno,
The
bueno.
ferryman
Nah,
will
nah,
come
nah.
soon.
Oh, el barquero.
As we are not dead,
El
you will
barquero
need
de
to
Sevilla.
convince him you are worthy
El
of
barbero.
passage. State your case clearly and with determination.
Oh, qué barcaza. Oh, es más grande de lo que es más grande de lo que pensaba o de lo que me acordaba. What esa cara, Grace. Oh,
I am Persephone,
debe de
also
tener
known as
enorme
Despoina
la pala
and
de
Chorus
remar.
Sotiera,
Claro.
once queen of the underworld, and shall be again. No, Corone, I did not bring you any cards. I am not here to entertain you.
Caronte. Qué mono.
Hey there. I'm Grace, idol and last of the muses. Is that enough?
Of course she's a
Tranquis, en
muse.
una
Why would she lie
semanita ya
about such a
estaremos
thing?
aquí jugando las cartas, todo lo que tú quieras.
He says he's always liked the muses and that you're very
Oh,
pretty.
es un eti.
No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Corone. Stop asking.
Al dominó. ¿Podemos buscar algo para jugar?
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him. See? You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes, what fun. Thank you for encouraging him. Let's get underway, Corone. It's a long ride to the throne room.
Cabrón. ¡Oh, canción! Tengo ganas de ver las canciones de aquí. Oh, se nos iluminaban los ojitos de canción. Las almas de los muertos.
I wouldn't touch that.
Las aguas de los muertos.
Way too much for
La estigia, eso, la estigia, quiere decir Nasterge.
overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story, every memory winds up here in the water.
Empecemos a cantar, Grace.
That this river would rise, swallow the anger, tears in my eyes. Then suddenly I was found alone. I destroyed Hades, but was denied his throne.
Really is dead here, isn't it?
Everything here is fading away. She needs her queen.
We're here for Freddy, too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me.
Fue tu decisión.
It wasn't your fault. There was no right or wrong. It didn't belong. If my life was stolen, I wouldn't know where to turn. Candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
Oh, ¿quién es ese muchacho?
Someone's
Orfeo.
coming.
Sexy Orfeo.
There's music floating through. Someone's coming. And it has me singing too. We have visitors. I think we all know what to do. To the throne room. This bard's about to meet a muse.
There's someone singing with us.
That would be Orpheus.
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than that.
Someone's
We
coming.
might have a problem.
A wolf is waiting in the
This
tomb.
bard's already
Someone's
dead,
coming.
but you can defeat him.
I can feel them howling at the
My
moon.
help.
Don't forget why we came here.
There's a name here
I won't forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Orpheus,
Qué badass, incluso tiene las
what
uñas
happened to the music?
pintadas de los pies. Mono. Oh,
I have been waiting for you,
este sube.
for so long.
Tengo unas ganas de convencer a mi grupo de hacer cosplay de Stray Gods,
Muse. Hi.
pero les encantan
Love
los
you too,
musicales.
by the way.
Las cadenas.
Can't remember the last time I collaborated
Igual es el
with
collar de
someone.
Cerbero. ¿No está Cerbero ya? ¿Se murió? Ah.
Welcome to my underworld. Let me treat you to a song.
Maldita guitarra.
A welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all. Muse. Any requests? Questions?
My friend is dead. Can you help me?
Loop. The river keeps
Ah,
secrets
pero qué
deep
potente.
in the water. How far do you sink till you're buried below? I challenged the fates and found my Eurydice, but you had to kill her, and I won't let it go.
¿Cómo que la mataste?
You're asking the wrong person.
Tú te diste la vuelta, como dice el mito, ¿no?
How are you to react?
Y por darte la vuelta y desconfiar de los dioses, la mataron a siempre.
If my love was taken, I wouldn't know where to turn. Your candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
This tete-a-tete is over. If he's the victim, what am I?
Queen, let's not lose our composure. The muse understands.
Well, I won't comply. I'd rather die.
I have nothing but a dark and empty hole, wanting something to fill a shallow soul. I am the king of constant sorrow with a throne room.
It's not your throne, Orpheus.
It will be until you admit you were wrong.
I wouldn't go there. It's too much for you, and I'm not sorry.
Que nadie sea violento aquí.
Your mistake.
Orpheus, you could stop this song now, or better yet, we could work this all out. There's a new day coming.
That would require Persephone to listen, would it not?
I've heard enough.
So much for your new day, dear muse.
It wasn't your fault. You were never to blame. Hades was a monster. We were a part of his game. Orpheus, where's your fire? When will the music return?
Oh, mira, escalofríos esta zona.
Finished. It's a slow burn.
It's a slow burn.
It's a slow burn.
imagined the living, the dead. So how can this place be everything you dreamed of?
La carne de cerbero.
You must let it go. You both deserve more than this stupid throne.
We have been fools.
You're right. Yet, what about the throne? We can't just leave it empty.
Ya lo
can
ocuparé
we?
yo. Usurpar el trono. O destruir. Lo usurpamos, no podemos, no somos violentos.
All that going around in circles, digging up old wounds, and for what? So you can fight over a chair.
¡Oh!
There.
You dare.
Pero no haber enfadado a Perséfone.
Gives you the right to interfere in this manner. That throne was not yours.
Ah,
to
espero que
break.
no se enfade, no teníamos opciones.
I'm sorry, it felt like the right thing to do.
Oh, Grace, you are infuriating. Is there a voice in your head that tells
Ah,
you to make
espero no haberla
decisions for
cagado con
everyone else?
Perséfone.
There really isn't even a small part of you that knows this had to happen.
Knows what? I should toss aside something I paid for, bought with the blood of my husband?
Sí, hemos hecho una gilipollez, cariño. Lo sé.
So what's your plan now, Grace? I assume you must have one after that big demonstration.
La hemos martillado.
The Fates are still here, right? In Hades somewhere? Can't we go see them in person?
Let's say you do find them. How will you make them help you, Grace? The Fates don't care about our affairs at all.
Y si hubiera
What
apoyado.
difference would the throne have
Es
made
que
then?
igual tendría que haber apoyado a
None.
Perséfone
There is
para que
no
tomara el
way
trono.
to gain help from the Fates. There never was. It was hopeless from the start.
And Freddy?
If the throne alone could bring somebody back from the dead, surely even Orpheus would have figured it out.
No, no, no quiero romper. No, no, no. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? No. Vale, me conozco el juego, pero como la persona de la que vi el gameplay tenía, creo que romance con Freddy, no sabía de estas decisiones.
You know, for a moment I thought you actually cared about me.
¡No!
Just a little bit.
Me ha pasado.
But you don't, do you?
Me ha pasado como en la vida
Not about
real.
me, not about
Por
Calíope,
querer ayudar a todos,
not about anything.
acabo solo.
You're the one who destroyed my throne, Grace. You started this.
And you never intended to help me. Right from the start. It was all
No.
to get what you wanted.
¿Por qué? Voy a tener que jugar más playthrough, solo para que salga bien con Perséfone.
Why? We can't bring her back.
No, ¿en serio lo he fastidiado
Not without
todo?
great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet you might have spoken to
No.
her. I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
¡Oh! ¡Freddy!
Freddy, you're here.
Yeah, I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Fred,
No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
You shouldn't even have been there. I never should have gotten you involved.
Hey, no. You didn't get me involved. I got myself involved.
And look what happened.
I got to be the hero of the story. Just for one shining moment. How cool is that?
This isn't a story, Fred.
Huh? You're wrong. It is a story. And you need to finish it. Without me. Hey, no.
I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here. Someone you really need to meet.
Calíope? This... You can't be real. Your soul is inside Grace.
My eidolon is inside Grace. The rest of me... I'm here, Persephone.
This is real.
Bueno, puede que no esté todo perdido con Persephone. Puede
guess you two were better acquainted
que en el capítulo
than you
siguiente
said.
podamos hablar las cosas con calma con
We
Persephone.
parted ways years ago. Persephone couldn't take my lectures.
Hola, amiga Calíope,
Take
qué
them
triste
now.
estoy yo, qué triste estoy.
No, you don't. Think about how bitterly we argued at the end. Don't blame yourself. Not when there are so many fond memories to cherish instead.
I don't get it. I thought the eidolon was Calíope's soul. But if that's true, then...
The eidolon is what makes us an idol, but it's not our soul. Each of us adds a piece to it as it passes on.
But what about the memories?
The memories are but a reflection. And after the eidolon is passed on, old memories become a reflection of a reflection. It's why the idols have forgotten so much. You knew this truth once, Persephone. Long ago.
We need to know what happened to you, Calíope. How did you die?
Why didn't you come to me? If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have. But I couldn't let you be drawn into Apollo's prophecy as well.
Apollo's prophecy?
He didn't tell you? No.
No me mires
don't
así,
suppose you could
Persephone,
have.
lo siento.
It's a long story.
You don't mean to say that Apollo is responsible for your death, right? But his prophecy is.
Yes. It said I needed to die.
Someone else knew about the prophecy. Athena.
No.
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the reliquary. I barely escaped. I fled back to the mortal world. To you.
Bueno, puede que grabe en 2 capítulos, ¿eh? Que haga 2 capítulos seguidos, ¿eh? De Stray Gods para acabarlo.
Apollo hates using his power. Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
Apollo was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me. He was torn. Telling me meant I was locked into it. I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
Oh, espero no haberle dado a romper romance, ¿eh? Con Persephone. Porque le hemos dado el corazón.
What was the prophecy?
Espero no haberle dado a...
Surely
Oh, no.
I need to hear it.
If I tell you, you'll be locked into it, just like me.
But the prophecy doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
I don't care. I have to know.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols. The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives.
And I'm the last muse.
And now you know the prophecy.
Creo que era más fastidiado porque hemos roto directamente,
Why come to me?
ligeramente,
Of all
sutilmente
the
con
places you could have
Perséfone.
run to, why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought, just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
I don't blame you, in case you're wondering.
You don't?
You didn't ask for all this to happen. You did the best you could, Calíope.
Thank you for saying that, Grace. Truly.
Why did you go to the reliquary? We know about the mirror, but
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the fates are
Madre
the
mía,
only
qué
ones who
caótico.
could, if they would even help me.
Madre mía, qué
I
caótico
doubted
todo.
it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
you went to Pan for the key to the reliquary, right?
Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Oh. Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
I'm sure he feels guilty enough, my love.
That's it then. Now we know the whole truth.
We need to confront Athena. Apollo, too, for not telling us what she'd done.
If he had, Grace would have been locked into the same fate as Calíope.
We don't know that.
Time to say goodbye, I guess.
Oh, canción. Oh. Oh, qué canción. Oh. Este capítulo es intensito.
Truly saw before how trapped we were, so far from shore. Great at the time, but it's time to go. It's time.
Grace carismática a tope.
Nowhere to go without you to guide the way across the storming seas. I've had a compass bright and clear. Listen to me when I say, whatever path from which you think you strayed, you will find your way. But it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. It was quick and so was I. I was not prepared to die, but Grace, I choose this, and I know you'll get by. It's time. So many years of history, who fights the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud, Grace.
Freddie, I gave everything to watch you go.